So, welcome to this beautiful country of Colombia, and specifically here in the first section we go to a little island in the Caribbean, which is also part of Colombia, and it's called San Andres Island, and it's a beautiful island. I really enjoyed it, and it's something not a lot of people know, and I think if you go for a couple of weeks to Colombia you should for sure visit this island. We did so many nice things, and one of those fun things was obviously taking the boat, going wakeboarding, and actually a lot of different things we did, which was not only wakeboarding but also like going to the different island spots around San Andres. Everything was so cheap. So back when we went, this was around maybe 50 euro for a day to rent a boat, which is very cheap, including wakeboarding, having a private captain. So this is like prices you would normally pay for a whole group tour, which is then also way lower quality. So we really enjoyed this place. We even did all the boat activities we could do because it was just so cheap. And one of the other things we also did, which was quite fun, was taking a buggy. So you could also rent for a couple of days a buggy, or like it's called a buggy, where you can roam around the island. And because the island is not that big, it really felt like you're so free. You could go to any beach you found on the island. It was really a nice experience, and I would definitely recommend to get this buggy. We got it from viator.com, so it's like a place where you can rent or get activities, but also rent bikes or buggies like this. So, and it was all safe. We just had to put some deposit, and we never felt unsafe, or we never had any problems, which was very nice experience actually. Also the island felt pretty safe. Of course we met some interesting individuals, but overall it was an amazing experience. And as I said, we also went on a little other boats. We actually, in the end, we were like 2 or 3 days in San Andres, and we did almost every activity on the water you could do, just because it was so cheap. So with this boat, or with this sailboat, little small sailboat, we went to the different tropical islands with some semi-private beaches where other boats also went to. It was a fun activity because we did some, let's say, sailing along the way. My friend could sail a bit, and we were able to just do some practice. So it was very good fun. So next we go back to the mainland, and obviously Colombia is a very beautiful country. There's so many areas we visited, and please let me know in the comments if you want to have more ideas of where we went. But we went also to the jungle. We went to different places there in the middle of the country. We also went to the Cocora Valley, which was truly amazing, and it is really nice. So the pictures, as you will see, are so nice, and this is something that will come up here in a bit. This is still the jungle, so we stayed we did a little tour with a tour guide in the jungle. We went to like the riverside. It was really nice. Obviously there's no one there, so it's very private, and also it is quite good to have a guide, because at one point there was some little insect that fell on my head, and in the end we googled it, and that small insect that fell on my head was semi-poisonous. So you really have to be careful, and I think the guide also warned us on that moment, look, you probably have to put this away and hope that you didn't get stung by it. And I'm still here, so everything went fine in the end. And then here you have obviously Cocora Valley. It was truly amazing. I also have some drone shots, and it was not as busy as I would expect. It's also very big. There's different hikes you can do up this hill and take the pictures you want. But it's so amazing. These are the highest, or one of the highest palm trees in the world, so it was a very nice experience. And then we also went to Guatape. This is the area where actually one of the biggest drug dealers in the world has his let's say private island, or at least had his private island. So Pablo Escobar had his island there. This is now abandoned, but it was a very fun experience to go there and to go see the different islands. It's so interesting because this was actually a mountainous area, and they filled up this whole area and they used it to create green energy, and they use the water to have green energy. So that means the land you're actually stepping on are the tips of different mountains, but it also meant that a lot of the villages that were at the bottom of those mountains were flooded with water, which is a bit weird to think about, but that's some decision they made to do, and obviously they replaced all of these people into better homes, hopefully. And now we are going to Medellin, where I did a bit of paragliding, which was very, very fun, and actually again very good price for the amount of paragliding we did. And it's so nice to see the whole city at the bottom. I don't remember if this was Bogota or Medellin actually, but anyway, it was both of the city. I think this is actually Bogota, so this is one of the most amazing views you can have of the city. It's the best view. It was also very good price, so again it will be around 50 euros to do this kind of activities, whereas in Europe obviously this would go for 100, 200, 300 euros to do these type of activities. So very good price, and I really enjoyed it. And you need to be sure that it's kind of safe, and there were a lot of people who were doing it. I have not heard too many accidents of this. It all looked very professional, so I really enjoyed it. Next we go to Medellin. So finally we are in Medellin. So here we went to the different let's say favelas, which are gentrified. So the favela we went to is like a favela they cleaned up fully, and they also have this kind of carts, like these lifts that go over the favelas to increase transportation and safety, which was also a very, very nice experience. And then we continue with some of the other stuff we went to see, which was the Amazon rainforest. So a big chunk of the week the time we spent in those couple of weeks was going to the Amazon rainforest. You go there by plane, and then you have to take a little bus and then a little boat of I think 2-3 hours to get to one of the main cities there. And there we did a lot of different activities, and probably these were one of the most amazing things you will do, because it's the Amazon rainforest. It's very special. We found these ancient trees, which are also the inspiration for the Avatar movies. You have them in quite a lot of different tropical areas around the world, but also in the Amazon rainforest. So it was a really, really nice experience to be hanging from this leaf, or not a leaf, but like it's a part of the tree, and you are like Tarzan. We were able to scream like Tarzan and fly around. It was really, really fun. And then also we did a little tour. We went to see different places within the Amazon rainforest. We went fishing for piranhas. We did so many things, which was really good. We had a very good organization with a local guy who toured us. We saw some monkeys in the trees which were very difficult to see, but in the end we were able to see them. So just being able to walk around the Amazon rainforest freely with a guide and spot different footprints and getting to know the history, the different types of plants and animals that live there was very nice. We also did a one night trail where we went and saw the not piranhas, but the spiders, that tarantulas that came only out at night. And the creepy thing is you can really see them so well in the night, because you can see their little eyes. So we touched those tarantulas and we picked them up, because actually those spiders are not dangerous at all. So that was the night trip in the forest, in the Amazon rainforest. And also our stay there, if you want to have more information, put it in the comments. I will gladly share it. But we stayed in the Amazon rainforest in a pretty nice little hotel, but don't expect a hotel. It's just with semi-open windows. It's like some kind of hut. So it was a very nice experience to live that close to nature and knowing that you are sleeping inside the Amazon rainforest. So overall, I end up here with one of the last pictures, which was in a very nice city close to the Cocora Valley. You see a bit the street. It's pretty nice. But this was my trip to Colombia with the key highlights that I had. If you really enjoyed it, don't forget to have a look at my channel. I will probably post some more of the clips I have from Colombia, the 360 videos that I have, because it was a very nice experience, and I do have so much more videos that I captured and which show the beauty of this country. And I still believe it's a bit underrated, and I think more and more people will go to Colombia because it's getting more and more safe. It's only the last couple of years that actually the whole war on drugs has been won and has been stabilized rather. So don't forget to leave a comment if you want more information, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.